Have you ever felt like you do everything right for your teeth? You brush, you rinse, you stay away from the candy dish, and then you sit down in the chair for a checkup and still get handed a surprise, a new soft spot, a little erosion, some sensitivity that came out of nowhere. And you sit there thinking, how? I have been so careful. What if I told you that the reason is very often not the obvious sugary junk you already avoid, but a handful of ordinary, everyday foods and drinks, some of which you have been told for years are the healthy choice, that are quietly wearing your teeth down a little more every single day. Now, you might be thinking, I really am careful though, Dr. Hale. I believe you. That is exactly why these catch good, careful people off guard. I am Dr. Warren Hale, your neighborhood dentist, and after 30 years chairside, these are the 5 foods I watched do more slow damage to careful people than a whole bag of candy ever did to a reckless one. So drop the shame at the door. Nobody ever explained this to you, because the folks who sell these foods have no reason to. Grab a pen. Here are the 5 to rethink, why they do it, and, just as important, how you can keep eating and still protect your teeth. One quick and honest word before we begin. I am here to teach, not to diagnose you. I am not your dentist, and nothing here replaces a real exam by someone who can look inside your mouth. If a tooth is sensitive, aching, or changing, please see your own dentist. And I am not here to take away every food you love, so stay with me for the part where I show you how to keep them. Good? Then let us get into it. Let me give you the one principle first, because if you understand this, you understand all 5 and 100 more. Your teeth are not usually harmed by a food in a single moment. They are harmed by 2 things, frequency and acid. Every time you eat or sip something sugary or acidic, the bacteria in your mouth feast, and the acid, whether from them or from the food itself, softens the surface of your enamel for the next 20 to 30 minutes or so. Now here is the beautiful part your body does for free. Your saliva slowly washes that acid away and rehardens the enamel with minerals. But that repair takes time. So a single dessert, eaten and finished at dinner, gets 1 acid attack and then hours of repair. But a sweet drink or a starchy snack that you nurse and sip and nibble across the whole afternoon never lets your mouth recover. It is one long acid bath, so it is almost never the amount. It is the frequency and the stickiness and the acid. Hold that and let us go through the 5. Number 1, and it is the one nobody believes at first, the all-day sipper, the coffee you nurse from 9 until noon, the sweet tea or the soda you keep at your elbow and take a little pull from every few minutes, the bottle of water with a squeeze of lemon in it that you sip all day thinking you are being virtuous. Here is the trouble. It is not the cup itself, it is the sipping. Every little sip restarts that 20-minute acid clock, so your teeth never once get out of the softened zone. The person who drinks a whole soda with lunch and is done does far less harm than the person who makes one last 3 hours. The fix is not to quit your coffee. The fix is to change how. Drink it within a set stretch of time and then be done. Rinse your mouth with plain water afterward, and between times, sip plain water, not the sweet or acidic stuff. That one change protects more teeth than almost anything else I know. Let me put a face on this, because it is the one people argue with me about. I will call him Gene, a fellow I knew who kept a big insulated cup of sweet tea filled at his side from breakfast until the evening news, topping it up all day. Gene brushed twice a day, faithfully, and could not understand why he kept getting new soft spots at every checkup while his wife, who had a real sweet tooth for dessert, had almost none. It was not the sugar in the tea by the ounce. It was that Gene's teeth were never once out of the acid bath, from morning to night, 365 days a year, while his wife's dessert was 1 attack and then hours of repair. When Gene switched to drinking his tea with meals and keeping plain water in that cup the rest of the day, the new spots stopped. Same man, same sweet tea, one change in the how. That is the whole principle in one story. Number 2, the starchy snacks that hide as savory instead of sweet. Crackers, chips, pretzels, that handful of dry cereal, and yes, the healthy-sounding whole grain crackers too. People guard against sugar and let these right through the gate because they are salty, not sweet. But refined starch begins turning into sugar the moment it hits the saliva in your mouth. And worse, these foods are soft and gummy when chewed and pack themselves right down into the grooves of your back teeth and between them where they sit and feed bacteria for a long time. A sticky cracker mashed into a molar is a slow-release sugar tablet. The fix, if you are going to have them with a meal rather than as a lonely afternoon nibble, and follow with water, and later a good cleaning between the teeth. Number 3, and this is the one that breaks my heart because the people eating it are trying so hard to be healthy. Citrus and other acidic foods sipped, sucked, or grazed. Sucking on lemon wedges, which some folks do for all sorts of reasons. The all-day lemon water. Sipping kombucha, or a sports drink, or a flavored sparkling water across the afternoon. Grapefruit every morning is fine, but a habit of bathing the teeth in acid again and again is not. Citrus is wonderful for your gums, remember, for the vitamin C, but straight, repeated acid on the enamel softens and over years thins it, and enamel does not grow back. The fix is simple. Enjoy citrus as part of a meal, not as an all-day sip. Drink acidic drinks reasonably quickly rather than nursing them. Use a straw for the really acidic ones so it bypasses the front teeth, and rinse with plain water afterward. Number 4, the sticky sweets that cling. Dried fruit, raisins, fruit leather, caramels, toffees, and those chewy fruit snacks. Dried fruit especially fools careful people. Because it is fruit, it must be healthy. But drying it concentrates the sugar and turns it gummy, and it glues itself into the grooves and between the teeth and stays there, feeding bacteria for hours. A caramel and a handful of raisins do very similar things to your molars. The fix, if you love them, and I do too, is to eat them with a meal, then rinse and clean between your teeth that evening to lift out what is wedged in there. And number 5, the one that is not about sugar at all, but about brute force, chewing on hard things, crunching ice, which so many people do without a thought, biting down on hard candy, cracking nuts with your teeth, chewing on a pen. I have seen more cracked and chipped teeth and more broken off old fillings from ice and hard candy than from almost anything else. And a cracked tooth is one of the more painful and expensive things that can happen in a mouth. Your teeth are for food, not for tools, and not for ice. If you find yourself craving and crunching ice constantly, mention it to your doctor, by the way, because a strong urge to chew ice can sometimes point to low iron, and that is worth a simple check. And a special word for those of us past 60, because our teeth are more brittle than they used to be. The teeth you have carried for 70 years have old fillings in them, some hairline cracks you cannot see, and enamel that has done a lifetime of work. A younger mouth might get away with crunching ice for years. Yours is far more likely to answer it with a split tooth, and a split tooth often cannot be saved, it comes out. So of all 5, this is the one I would ask you to stop today completely. There is no safe way to chew ice, there is only luck, and luck runs out. Now I have to add a 6th honorable mention because it has become so common and it is doing quiet harm to well-meaning people. The health trend acids, the shot of apple cider vinegar in the morning, the habit some folks have taken up of drinking vinegar drinks or very acidic tonics for their health. I am not here to argue the rest of it, that is your doctor's lane, not mine. But I will tell you what it does to your enamel, because that part is squarely my business. Straight vinegar is strongly acidic, and swishing it or sipping it undiluted, day after day, softens and thins the enamel, just like soda does, sometimes worse. If you are set on it, never take it straight. Dilute it well in a large glass of water. Drink it through a straw so it bypasses your teeth. Do not swish it, and rinse with plain water afterward. Healthy intentions, real dental damage, and the enamel does not come back. That one catches the most careful people of all. And a word for those of you on a fixed daily rhythm, retired, home most of the day, because grazing is the real enemy and it sneaks up in retirement. When you worked, you ate at set times and your mouth got long breaks. Now the pantry is 10 steps away all day, and it is easy to nibble a cracker here, a piece of dried fruit there, a hard candy in the afternoon, a little something with your coffee. Each one, harmless by itself, is another acid attack, another restart of that 20-minute clock. If you take one thing from this whole video, let it be this: it is not the treat. It is the constant grazing. Give your mouth long, quiet stretches between eating, and you have done more for your teeth than any product on any shelf. Now let me take the shame off you, because this list can feel like a scolding, and I do not mean it as one. For nearly all of human history, before refined sugar and soft white flour, people ate coarse, fibrous food that actually scrubbed their teeth as they chewed, and they simply did not graze on sweet, acidic, sticky things from morning to night. Skulls from before sugar show remarkably little decay. Your mouth was built for that older way of eating, and then, in the space of a couple of generations, the food changed completely. That is not a failure of your willpower. The food changed faster than our bodies ever could. You are not careless. You were just never handed the instructions. So let me hand you the simple protective habit that lets you keep every one of these foods, because I meant it when I said I am not here to take them away. It is 3 small moves. 1, cluster your sweets, starches, and acidic drinks into your meal times instead of grazing on them alone through the day, so your teeth get long stretches of repair in between. 2, keep a glass of plain water near you and take a good swish right after anything sweet or acidic to wash the acid off and let your saliva get to work. And 3, do your one real cleaning between the teeth at the end of the day to lift out the starch and dried fruit that wedged itself down in the grooves. Cluster it, rinse it, clean it out at night. That is it. You are not eating like a monk. You are just no longer leaving the door propped open for 12 hours a day. Here are my 2 honest beats, because you keep me honest and I keep you informed. First, the diet soda trap. People switch to sugar-free soda thinking they have solved the problem. You have solved the sugar half, and that is real. But most diet sodas are still quite acidic all on their own, so the all-day sipping of a diet soda still softens your enamel with acid. Sugar-free is not the same as tooth-safe. And second, the mistake almost everybody makes right after eating something acidic. Do not rush to brush your teeth immediately after citrus, soda, or wine. I know that feels backwards. But right after an acid attack, your enamel is temporarily softened, and scrubbing it in that moment can actually wear it away faster. Rinse with plain water right away, and then wait about 30 minutes. Let your saliva re-harden the surface, and then brush. That single piece of timing protects a lot of enamel. A quick, plain word on cost and care. The damage from these foods is slow and silent, which is exactly why the corporate office can wait until it is a big, expensive job before it ever gets mentioned to you. The dentist you want is the one who points to a food habit and helps you change it now, cheaply, so the drilling never becomes necessary. You are allowed to ask, at a checkup, is there anything I am eating or drinking that is showing up on my teeth? A good one will look and tell you honestly. That conversation is free, and it can save you hundreds. So let us bring it home. It is not the amount, it is the frequency, the stickiness, and the acid. Stop the all-day sipping and grazing. Move the crackers, citrus, and dried fruit to meal times instead of lonely snacks. Keep your teeth off the ice. Rinse with plain water after anything sweet or acidic, and wait 30 minutes before you brush. You do not have to give up a single food you love. You just have to change the when and the how. Do that, and you close the door on the quiet damage that surprises even careful people. And keep seeing your own dentist, because they can spot the early wear before you can feel it, while it is still cheap and easy to protect. Next time, I am going to walk you through the whitening products at the drugstore, which ones are safe for your enamel and which ones are quietly stripping it, and the cheap way to brighten your teeth without the damage. It is the natural next step after today. So take care of those teeth and be kind to yourself about what is on your plate. Remember, they are the only set you get, and you are never too old to start saving them. I am Dr. Warren Hale. I will see you next time.